Hello, Monsters Abound here and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 21 of my... 21 of my Isabella von Carstein campaign, where last time, the poll, we asked where should Isabella go? Should we go south, knock out Fort Sol, because the Empire is kind of like a necromancer with a shit ton of auxiliaries, because as long as they've got one shitty little settlement left, oh, they'll be back. Don't you fucking worry about it. They'll be back. But it looks like
Favoured of the Witch King.
Tho Drake Cleaver might be heading down to deal with those, so good. The poll suggested we go north and deal with the remnants of the Empire. I say remnants. How many settlements they have?
You dare approach.
Shut the fuck up. 3. 1, 2. Well, 3. 1 over there. Right. Okay, good. So they've only got 3 settlements left. So if we can wipe those out, then hopefully we can. But I might declare war on the other Empire factions just on the off chance that... I say on the off chance, because the Empire will probably confederate them one after the other and cause me no end of pain. The dwarves are up here. However, I'm a little bit concerned. The reason being that it looks like they've only got this settlement outside of this little cluster. So they've got Mount Gumbad down here. This is only rank 2 though. Their main capital seems to be Red Eye Mountain, which is here. My concern is, because they're now relegated up here, that we're going to find they've got like a cluster of armies up there. Probably with all their legendary lords. I don't know how many armies they can have on what is going to be 4 settlements. My guess is probably about 4. I'm hoping they can't have much more than just longbeards and cannons. My concern is they might have access to iron breakers and organ guns, which because I don't have any good way of dealing with them.
Von Carstein.
I mean, the Chillgeist can just about deal with, and they're fucking expensive as well. The Hexwraith and Chillgeist can just about deal with longbeards. But iron breakers are something entirely different. And I'm going to go record and say that I think the Vampire Counts may be the weakest faction in the game. Because their economy is total and utter arse. I mean, if we have a look at how much... I'm currently spending 31,000 on army upkeep. That's as much as Titan Peak... Well, it's less than Titan Peaks makes in my Marathi campaign. Add on to that our armies are ludicrously fucking expensive.
Who wishes the red
Emma Bunton's army here is 8k. Vlad's 9k. How much is Isabella's? 5k. Those are like it feels like the Vampire Counts, all their cheap units are total garbage. The only good units they have are very, very expensive, which means you need those expensive units, but you have no economy to back it up with. I have heard the tactic of like using free armies of skeletons, but frankly, I don't really see how that would work very well. Maybe that's just me, but skeletons and zombies just die. To be honest, they just seem to die. They don't seem to do very well at all, and particularly Autoresolve seems dead set against the Vampire Counts, because I've fought armies that are like 2 Hellstorm rocket batteries, a war wagon mortar, a couple of archers, a spear unit, and a hero, and it looks at your army of, you know, ghouls, crypt horrors, Vargeist, and it just goes, yeah, you're fucked, mate. And you think, I don't. And so, basically, I'm not enjoying this campaign very much, because the vampires just seem wildly underpowered. The only army that seems to be able to do anything regularly is Isabella, and that's because she's cheesy as fuck. It's because she's got a horde of vampires. I could potentially spread the vampires out into 2 armies, but yeah, I don't like that idea. So, I've got one army that can do shit, and a bunch of other armies that really struggle to do anything. And I'm also struggling to sort of like maintain my hold. We've also got other issues other than the dwarves. We've also got the Skaven up here. They are backfilling all these settlements, and so I'm going to have to deal with them at some point. We've also got Morathi and her buddies, who are also backfilling. And I don't have the armies or the capability to go and grab those settlements before they can. Plus, the AI seems to be particularly focused on trying to kill me rather than anyone else. So, fun times, basically. I think the poll at the end of this is going to be, should I continue this? Or should we play something else? Because I am very much at this point just thinking that it's just not... It's just not a lot of fun to play, unfortunately. Shall we...
Follow me.
I'm going to come down here. In fact, what I'm going to do is just stay there.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
Just do a little ambushette there. We'll do a little ambushette there. See if we can lure in some peeps to kill. We'll knock that down, and I need some of these. Because I'm very much in the case of I need some money, and I have none. So we'll do that. Vlad's... I don't think he's going to make any headway. And the problem is, this settlement here is too close to Red Eye Mountain. That's a danger zone. If they have multiple stacks there, he's going to get fucking wrecked. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to send an agent over there to find out what the fuck is going on. My suspicion being we're going to uncover a shit ton of dwarves. What I'm going to do about that is, well, I'm going to have to send Isabella over there, basically. She's going to have to deal with that because there's no one else that can. Okay, well, ambush? Yeah, that you were spotted. You were safe from chaos, just about. I'm going to pull back here and lay an ambush and see what happens. So that's not good. That's bad. That's very bad. What am I going to do about you? Okay, what I think I need to do is, Vlad, you need to come back here to help out with that. I'm going to think about that in a minute because there's too much to look at the moment. Isabella, you're coming north. I might go and hit Karabberg. Also, we had a trespasser, didn't we? Trespassers, Emil, over there. Okay, fine.
Now.
Wait. Did someone confederate? Did Middenheim confederate with some? No, they were already confederated, weren't they? They were already confederated. That's fine.
It will be done.
Okay, what I might do. Come here. Yeah. You dance, Makar. You come here, because we're going to hit that settlement. What do I want you to have? Like boot? No, scouts? Sure. Sure. Right, Isabel, I might go and hit Karabberg just to knock it out, but we do have another army over here. Okay, I think protecting Mordenhof is more important. So we'll go over here. And how much money do we have? Not enough. What's good against... Do I just get a shit ton of... Okay, I'm going to make sure I get a couple of you. And then just skeletons, because skeletons cost nothing. So that's what we'll do. And also hop out here and just protect the settlement that way, I think, is probably the easiest thing to do. We've got the ambush going on there. Gorse was spotted. I'm going to run over to Hairgig just to cover that. You're covering that. Isabella's on her way. That's not great, but it is what it is, and hopefully that should be fun. We've also got an imminent rebellion here. Okay, well, I'll worry about that when it happens next turn. Okay, well, we got the ambush. Is it a choke point? Because if it is, that would be useful. Come on, choke points. No, it's an ambush. Of course it is. Is that... That's probably fine. It's probably fine. Don't worry about it. Can Chaos Knights defeat Blood Knights? Nope, they're fucked. They're fucked. And here come our Blood Knights, including our Black Knights as well. We've got a little flanking force over here, looking pretty good. We'll take on the Chaos Knights, who are trying to flank us, but we're going to flank them. Hello, boys. And in come more Blood Knights. I mean, I don't know who'd win... if it was 1v1. I think maybe the Blood Knights, but I'm not 100% sure. But we've got like 3 units of them, so these Chaos Knights 2v3. Plus we got that lovely anti-large. One of the few units in the Vampire Count's roster that does have anti-large. Black Knights coming in to help as well. Meanwhile, our front lines meet in the forests. I mean, our Graveguard not going to do particularly well against those chariots, but we've got a lot of them. I know we had the ambush, but I decided to wait for the reinforcements because I thought that was just sensible. Ah, the Vargeists have arrived. So far, so good. I mean, we're holding them, and our cavalry are doing some good work, knocking out these Marauder Horse Masters as well.
We'll be back.
I mean, the ones that survive might well be back. They are faster than me as well, so they can get away. We also have 2 more units of Chaos Warriors moving to join the fight. But our cavalry have spotted them. What's going on in the trees? As you can see, the disposition of forces. We've got quite a big a blob on the right flank there. The centre's looking a little bit dicey. This left flank is not looking so good. We're going to knock out these reinforcements.
Obliterate them.
I mean, that's what you'd like to do. But we've got the Vargeists flying overhead. What they're going to do is they come in and they're going to attack this flank. That's going to force the Chaos Warriors to then sort of like change direction to face them. And then, of course, they get charged in the rear. I mean, Chaos Warriors are still nasty, regardless. Once we've got our... I mean, we get the charge bonus. We've got a nice charge bonus. Once that charge bonus wears off, though, it's going to be a bit of a grinding match. Looks like this Trout's trying to get away. Look at him go. Fortunately, the Black Knights going to spot him, jump him. Do a little heal there. Chaos Warriors are slowly succumbing. Little pool of Chaos Warriors there. Meanwhile, the main battle goes generally okay. These Chaos Spawn are doing quite a number on us, though. There's Krell. Trying to deal with the enemy general. How's this going? These Horse Masters come back and they're chucking javelins at us. With the Chaos Warriors routed, we can now reposition our forces. Basically, the idea is we get some nice rear charges. Not that we really need it, because the Chaos Warriors mostly dealt with by now, but getting some nice charges in there, especially into those Chaos Spawn with that anti-large. And these Chaos Warriors already not looking super... They're terrified. I'm not sure of what. You know, when you work with something whose mouth appears to have just been regurgitated outside of its face, I'm not sure at what point you find something that's technically dead where you just go, oh, that gives me the willies. But fair enough. Is it these guys? Do they cause terror? Or they just cause fear? I legitimately have no idea what terrified them. Never mind, whatever. Do Blood Knights cause terror? No, they just cause fear. Well, there we go. The enemy army is broken. Last few Chaos Spawn need to be dealt with, but on that... Well, that's one less army to deal with. I've got their schools, but that's fine. I'm going to take the... I say, get the fuck out of here, you. Okay, well, that's that. I mean, at least Heinrich is now kind of freed up a little bit to do some stuff. So, what I might do, though, because, of course, Jackie Daytona does have... Oh, God. Hello. Yeah, you wanted that, did you? Well, I guess you got it. Guess you got it. Yeah, so Jackie Daytona has that reduction in cost for Blood Knights. And maybe it would be better to give the Blood Knights that Heinrich has got to Jackie Daytona. Really? Wait, how... Did Beastmen always have ambush? Did we get the ambush? Wait, are we being ambushed? How am I being ambushed? Why am I wait, what? Eh? You shouldn't... Wait. Since when could Beastmen ambush? Did they always have ambush stance? What? I think the Red Duke is lost in the woods. He's having a little stroll with his Zomble buddies. Unfortunately, they're about to get interrupted by Beastmen. A lot of Beastmen. Fortunately, these Beastmen apparently have decided to sort of like ambush us far away from where we actually start. I really hate these maps, by the way. They're garbage. Visually, quite impressive, but scale, what the fuck's going on here? Honest to God, I know I complain about it every single, but we don't often like see these. But look at this. It's fucking huge. Look at these trees. How big are these trees? They're giants. It always, you know what? I've said this before, but it always reminds me, like, you've decided to take your Warhammer figures into an actual forest, and you just decide to like have a battle in the middle of a forest, because it feels like this. I mean, these trees just look so wildly out of scale. It's bonkers. Anyway, enough of my warbling on. So, we've got lots of gore attacking us. That's not good. They've also got Minotaurs. That's also really not good. However, we do have one small thing that's Wind of Death. We do have a Wind of Death. So, maybe I shouldn't have used this now. Maybe I should have waited. But we are going to rack up quite significant amounts of kills, knocking out multiple units, and basically causing a bit of a rout there to start off with. Not too bad. Okay, so far so good. Meanwhile, behind, sort of like our rear guard, are dealing with about 3 units. 2 units of Gauls and then 1 of Ungor Raiders. Our Skeletons having no effect on this, but our Direwolves could well help. Now, because of this sort of like the weird thing they've done where they've like attacked the front of us for some reason, we can actually like get the rest of our units to come in and attack them in a pincer. However, you know, you don't pincer Minotaurs, they pincer you. Got a little bit of lag there. So far, it's absolute carnage. Our undead are not going to do particularly well against those Minotaurs. I mean, I say not particularly, I mean they're not going to do anything. Our White King? Is it a White King? White King, yeah, is dealing with the enemy general. Ideally, we should really be getting the Red Duke down here to deal with him, but the Red Duke's kind of busy getting like pummeled by Minotaurs, so, you know, that's his thing at the moment. Finally, our Direwolves return to the fight and start sort of cycle charging these Gore Herd and ripping through them. Oh, yes. There we go, chomping through them. Very, very nice. Okay, we've chomped through them. We can chase them off. We still have this unit over here, so we need to deal with that. We also have the Raiders that we need to deal with. There's a reason there's a mod that removes the Beast's ambush maps. It's because the Beast ambush maps are awful. Which is a shame, because someone obviously worked very hard at creating all the art for it and stuff, but there's only like 4 maps, I want to say. It's nowhere near enough. Okay, that Beast Lord is starting to be a real pain, and he's really hitting Frederick very, very hard, which is very annoying. Got the Direwolves cycle charging these Gore Herd. The other unit of Direwolves are now free, having chased off the Raiders. We need to bring them in to help as well. Come on, lads, get in there. Just see as they charge in, they just chomp down on those Gore, and you can see the kill. 68 kills. That's pretty good. Let's look at the Gore Herd and going 170. That's really good. No, that's the wrong. Okay, that's that unit of gore gone. Look at them off. They're running for it. These are dire wolves free to help out, which is good. Which is useful because although this battle is going a lot better than I thought it would, we've actually managed to keep. I mean, it's fairly even at the moment, despite the Minotaurs. Zombies being raised up to tie up those. I mean, they might not do much damage, but like if they can start hitting the back of a. I mean, they've got 5 mana attack. They're not going to do shit. But they might slowly chink away at them, which is, you know, better than nothing. The Red Duke has managed to get away. Now, he's very low on health, and he's actually healed himself up to his pretty much his maximum, and we're out of Winds of Magic. Frederic is still fighting on, dealing with some Ungor, but we're going to get the Red Duke in here to finish off this Beast Lord. If we can kill the Beast Lord, then we might actually be able to force a... force retreat. I've kind of accidentally used the El Sith debuff, which is a shame, because had we used it on him while we were actually fighting him, that would have made our life a lot easier. But with a mother chuffing Red Duke, you know. And we got zombies galore. That's a lot of zombies. Just chomping away at him, and he is taking a lot of damage. The Red Duke is covered in blood. I mean, just absolutely drenched in it. It's like being covered in custard, isn't it? For him, really. It's like a food fight. That Beast Lord's out of here. He could not deal with the Red Duke. These Minotaurs are still being a pain, but we slowly worn them down. They just got surrounded. And okay, that Beast Lord's out of here. He's running too fast for us, but he's not running too fast for Frederic. Get him, buddy. Looks like he's heading for the boundary line. Now, even if he does run away, it will still cause a morale shock to the enemy army. Come on, Frederic, get him. He's almost gone. He's got... No! We fucking killed him! The enemy lord is dead. And that's going to cause a bit of a morale shock. Our dire wolves have been harassing the enemy rears, a big blob of beastmen over here. But the death of their lord has spooked them, and a lot of these units are now running. We're going to chase down as many as possible because this morale shock may not last long. And we don't have many units left. In fact, yeah, yeah. I mean, the fact that some of their remaining units are Minotaurs is the main problem. Fortunately, 2 of ours are the Red Duke and Frederic. We just need to knock out those Minotaurs, but both of our characters are low on health. We need our minions to basically shield us from combats. Because when a unit like a Minotaur hits, it spreads its damage between all the units that it hits. So therefore, if they hit the Red Duke and six zombies, it might kill the 6 zombies, but it will spread the damage out into like those zombies rather than the Red Duke getting all of the punishment. Which then means, of course, that if the Red Duke goes and hits a Minotaur, he's probably going to focus all of that rage into one Minotaur and fuck that Minotaur up. Come on, guys. You need to get killing Minotaurs. There's too many of them. Holy shit. Fucking iced them. That's what we need. This is the shit we need. We need these Minotaurs being fucking taken down. Nice. Minotaurs going, but units have rallied. The Gore Herd have rallied back and are coming back to the fight. It's very close. This power bar is shifting one way, then the other. I mean, they've still got Minotaurs left, and we've just got zombies. The Red Duke's still fighting though, and he's just carving his way through those Minotaurs. Each time he hits one, they just go down. Can we see how much damage the Red Duke's done? He's done 45,000 damage. Those Minotaurs are still fighting though. We do not have many zombies and skeletons left, and they have a lot. Oh god, that's a lot of gore. That power bar is bouncing up and down. Those Minotaurs are being... Oh god, the Red Duke just got pummeled. It's absolute carnage. Zombies have been summoned in, though. We're summoning in more zombies to act as fodder. The power bar is now pretty much balanced, 50-50. It could go either way. If we lose either the Red Duke or Frederick, that power bar will just collapse. But no, we've done it. The beastmen are fleeing. I cannot, but I legitimately don't know. Oh god, yeah, I'll do it. Oh, I mean, we won. I'm genuinely amazed. Absolutely amazed we won that battle. That's also, did they always have an ambush stance? I'm 90% sure they didn't, but I'm like second guessing myself now. Were they given it? Did I know that? Did I care? Maybe they haven't. It's just... The thing is, I remember new things, and then I forget the old... Move any character to that place over there. I mean, I'd love to, but, you know, who and when and how? I am genuinely fucking astounded that we won that. That is... absolutely... I won, that's the main thing. Oh, the Warriors of Chaos are dead. Good.
Follow me.
Will they be back, though? More than likely. Also, I don't like the idea of being outside that city because of those two armies over there. So we'll hop in there. You know what? Shall I just take out Carroburg? What are the chances of...
This better be important.
I mean, it's fairly important. Okay, let's get a couple of you. Something like that. Is that going to be good enough to finish off? Let's find out. If not, we'll just recruit more people. That's probably fine. I'm going to take the cash. Thanks. Well, there we go. I'm genuinely amazed. That was so close. I think that's the closest battle I've ever had. When those Minotaurs turned around and came back, I was like, this is it, this is over. And then just did it.
I shall drink them dry.
Really? I just... There's something really not right with the Vampire Auto-Resolve, because that... I mean, this is a really good vampire army, right? And yet it's spears. Spears and a couple of pistolers. Pistolers are shit. Oh well. Never mind. Right, Midland is dead again. Do we take out Carroburg? I think we do. They'll be at war with us in a minute anyway, so... Fuck it.
Bring them death. Countess of Sylvan.
Okay, I mean, we still don't have enough money to do buildings and units and God knows what else, but...
Sleep shines.
The Red Duke, good fucking job. Just good fucking gods. Good job. Just nice work. You know? Ooh. So, I'm tempted to give you Doom Rider. Yeah, okay, we did it. I don't know what to do about these armies, but that's less of a concern. Heinrich has ranked up, which is good to see. I'm going to go with Perpetual Regeneration. And... oh god, I don't know, like... I guess 3 skeletons, because I can't... like, my upkeep is... Zombie Dragon! Yeah! Emma's got a Zombie Dragon. I knew it would happen eventually. And Ginger Spice. You can have Pendulum. Now, we've brought Vlad out of that because I just don't... There's dwarves in them Thar hills, and I don't want to get trapped in this little valley here. What I want is to take out Red Eye Mountain. If we can take that out, then the dwarves should have very little in the way of recruitment. They won't be able to recruit nasty units and all that kind of shit. So, need to put a stop to that. We need to upgrade these defences. Whether we'll actually get them or not, I don't know. I know there is another Empire army wandering around here, and I believe that belongs to Nordland. So, we might just get smushed, but... We'll just have to see what happens there. Imminent rebellion in Midland again? We only just rebelled. Ah, be alright. Rebellion. What? Where? Did we have a rebellion? Oh yeah, so we did. Hello. Hello there. Also, Nordland confederated with the Empire. So, I mean, I don't want to say that I called it, but I definitely did call it. Scroll of power, blah blah blah.
On death ascendant.
Okay, can we reach Midlands or Middenheim in... I think we can march there, but that's not ideal.
Who wishes the red kiss?
I mean, with Emma as well, we should be able to easily... Although, having said that, Emma will be a lot taller than the rest of them, and so probably, you know... ample shooty time if there's any handguns around, so probably not the best idea to send her in with the single ladies, but maybe if we can split them up to take... we can probably split them up, can't we? Okay, you're under siege. What kind of garrison do we have here? Garbage. Absolute trash.
Too much. Absolutely not.
Although, it's Balthazar, despite it... you know, Balthazar is there, but other than that, trash. Absolute garbage. So, we can assume that there's Skaven here, in my opinion. Oh, there's not. Okay, tell you what, search your ruins. So, throughout there, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we have to pick out which one is that one. I'm going to say it's that one. Hooray! I got a Staff of Damnation. Holy shit. That's actually pretty good.
What do you want?
A gnarled stave carved from the blackened heartwood of a hangman's tree. It contains a powerful spell which fills nearby undead with a frantic... Okay, so what does that do? Is it like a AoE or is it just a... Oh, it is an area effect. Holy shits.
You dare?
Do I give it to Isabella? If I give it to Gorst, that will give all my skeletons additional 40 attack. Well, I mean the ones in range anyway. I mean, your melee attack's already fucking amazing, so the likelihood of you missing an attack is pretty small.
The world.
Vlad is on foot all the time, which means he can't really get to places I want. I mean, I guess maybe this would be... Got Potion of Thought Hardiness. Okay, you get the Staff of Damnation. I called it. Also, you're going to get Gambler's Armour and Sword of Anti-Heroes. Also... one of them, because you're actually now going to be charging into melee combat, so good luck with that. Also going to... oh, reduce magic resistance. Yeah, sure, because that gives you magic attacks, doesn't it? It does indeed. Okay, sure, that works. Good. Good. Do I get free zombies? Is that actually a good thing? Is it just a bit shit? I mean, neither of those things are particularly useful. I guess the income from... not that I have very many Vengeful Spirit buildings, but it's, you know, it's something. Okay, there is a little army over there. It only has, like, one infantry unit. Despite that, I guarantee the auto-resolve will be like, yeah, no, you can win this, no problem. Let's do that. And I reckon we'll probably be fine.
I know the way.
We're going to come over here. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Big arm.
Okay, that could be worse, but still, that's still pretty bad. Yep. Yep. I thought they might be massing, and sure enough, the fuckers are.
I need more.
Alright, well, let's take out Kappelberg. I mean, I don't really feel like this should be tricky, but apparently it doesn't like my chances, so... Krell's up! Taking on that enemy general. Now that infantry moving in, the Vargulfs getting stuck in first, and while they're doing that, our cavalry is coming out of the forest. Now these archers are going to be a pain, so we need to deal with them first. They are trying to move away from the enemy infantry though, which unfortunately for them is a terrible idea because it means they're now, well, basically they're fresh meat for our cavalry to nom on. And our Vargeis also going to take them out, sort of like herding them in a direction. Blood Knight's gonna get some damage in there. Yeah, good luck with that. Coming in, maybe a smelly man wearing a face dress. But, yeah, he doesn't do much damage either. He might do better if he had his Chaos Rune Blade, but he doesn't... Yeah, he's not... Yeah, he's taking a little while. However, here comes the money shot as our cavalry are now within range and formed up to get a lovely cavalry charge right on the rear of the enemy. Oh, look at that. That is a thing of beauty. Slamming into the rear of that Empire army. They were so busy trying to deal with the undead to the front of them, they weren't looking behind, and now they're panicking. These units are now terrified. They're starting to rout. That's causing a bit of a chain rout as unit after unit starts to flee. Krell is still chasing after that Empire general, but he's having a tough time dealing with him because he... Yeah. This is why you need a Griffin, isn't it? Maybe if you kill that one, Kemmler will raise it for you. What do you know? You're going in the wrong direction, mate. Don't sulk. He might give you what... Oh, don't worry about it. So precious. That's the problem. The Empire army is in full retreat. Not that it was a particularly difficult Empire army to deal with, to be honest. I mean, it was basically just spearmen. I feel like some of these battles should be an easy win, and they're not, but... Never mind. Never mind. You've got a piddly little army that can probably... They probably think you can kill me. I wouldn't be surprised to find that, to be honest. You know what? I would like a Raised Dead or something. I do want to get the Black Axe, but Raised Dead. Just to have something for Kemmler to cast other than what he's got. How's this? Are you guys... How are you? Are you going to be okay? You've got 7 turns. You've got more than enough time. And Heinrich's just around the corner as well. So that should be all right. Can you actually... You can't raise dead while under siege, which seems weird. But there we go.
Ready.
Okay, we can deal with that. I want... Oh, you know what I want to do? Is take the Black Pit. But I think taking Middenheim is more important. I think at some point we need 16... Is it 16 provinces? Need 15 provinces. We got 8. And my problem is, if Marathi and her boys are taking some of these settlements, I'm not going to be able to complete the province. And that's going to leave me with some issues, because it means I'd have to declare war on them. And if I declare war on them, they'll smash me. So I don't really like that idea, but there we go. Let's grab the gibbet. A lovely gibbet. What? Oh, come on. Sorry. I was... growth? Sure. Right, I want to take Nagenhof. I'm a little bit worried about these dwarves over here. Especially if they're both recruiting. If they both recruit and come down and stamp me, I'm going to be very vexed. Also, there's Marathi. Marathi's a tough customer. And plus her economy is, you know, way better than mine. I said you'd do that. Oh, you know what? I won. I'll take that.
I will alone.
Okay, you can go and grab Nagenhof. It's going to use all of my money, but does mean we secure another province. Which gives us 9. I have to do something about this, but I don't know what I want to do about that, so...
Can't.
You...
Darkness calls.
Yeah, that... I mean, I don't think that's true, but...
Absolutely not.
Especially if we... Because have we got the tower? We don't have towers. Well, we do have... We will have the towers. How far can Isabella move? Can you lay siege to Middenheim, or are you just out of range? I think you're just out of range. Yeah, you're just out of range. Of course you fucking are.
On death ascendant.
Okay, we'll take a little bit of attrition damage, but we can hit Middenheim next turn. I want to take the Black Pit as well, but that's a lower concern for me. If we can take Middenheim before this, or Midland before that rebels, then that'll be ideal. Still need to deal with Vashnar, but... With what?
My bloodline calls.
With what? You know what I need is I need more vampire crypts is what I need. But I just don't have that. Ideally, do I disband the Red Duke? Because his army costs me 14... No, it cost me 1,409, which isn't an awful lot. On the other hand, that army is also costing me an additional 25? No, 15? 15%. Which means if I get rid of him, the rest of my army is reduced in upkeep, which is probably going to free up 4k-ish? And is that army doing anything for me realistically at the moment? Not really. But I kind of need it to deal with the dwarves, so I'm just gonna have to live with it, I think. Let's go. I've got a tax rate because yeah, good old tax rates. I might need public order here just to keep them happy. Public order's not great here either. They've got a lot of provinces where we could potentially build some shit, but like I'll knock that down because, oh god. Do I want to knock that down? Yeah, because I can't recruit anything there. I've got no armies nearby. What's the point? What is the point? Is there anyone else I can like trade with who doesn't hate my guts?
What compels you to be fool? This is beneath.
Oh, go on. I need the money. You know I'm good for it. I'm not good for it. I'm a deadbeat.
Fear the pirate queen.
You don't like me as much.
Join us on this voyage.
Defense Alliance? I mean, sure.
A done deal.
Cena's, you don't. Did that really help that much? Broken Treaties 8. Alright.
Look port, then starboard.
Mouth full of
I can never remember which one's which, to be honest. Sartos, I just generally have no idea. I want a Zombal Dragon, which is rank 18, which is 4 ranks. Okay, let's go with the Strength of Steel, because that gives you more armor piercing, and bonus versus large, which is pretty fucking badass.
Yes.
Right. I want to get you up into these mountains. So we can see what the dwarves are kind of up to.
More sleep shines.
You're replenishing. So let's bring you over here.
What? Sleep is for the living.
And I'm going to lay a little ambush there. See if we can draw you in, because that's about the only thing I think I can actually do. Isabella, you're going to get in there. We're going to auto-resolve that one. Ow, but we won. That's the main thing. And, oh, I could loot and occupy.
Kadem.
I want the money. Rod of Flaming Death. Nice. Okay, that'll all repair by itself. I'm going to knock that down. I'm going to knock that down. I'm going to build, because Emma is in the house. Vampire Crypts for 3k. Nice. I could build one of these, but that gives me more money, so we're going to do that.
You dare!
I do. Right. Salzamund is next on the chopping block, but this settlement over here is in a lot of trouble. So I probably need to go and assist that.
Let us make do.
Does leave Kappelberg undefended, but...
It will be.
Right, if we run over there, we should be, unless they attack with both, but that army's kind of trash, so I think we'll be okay. See what happens over there. I have no more money really to do anything with, so good. Father Dougal! Gods. I don't know, like, scouting? And all you ladies? Yep, spread corruption. And you're going to go with Soul Blights, I think. Let's do something like that. Okay, we could repair that. Shall I? Alright. I don't like it, but we will do it. And because... Fuck it, tax rate. I need the money. So, look, it's not... Look, I need money, alright? I was young, I needed the money. You motherfucker. I mean... Right. What? 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 You just... Right, you ran over and you killed... You killed a Skaven stack. Fair enough, no problem with that. You're now stood next to Isabella and Emma. Why? No! Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Jaeger died again. Not for the first time. Where is... Oh, hello. Yeah, no, I don't want to accept that, thanks. No, thank you. I mean, if it was Vlad, that'd be different, but no. Okay, you are over there, though. So that means we can probably jump you and knock you out. So at least that's good. We've got a couple of... I mean, apparently, people think the vampires are social... Oh, that's problematic. Because I'm allied with Numus, and I want their city. And if they take that... If the orcs take... Oh, God. Well, that's one less victory city that I've got. Fuck. I mean, it was always a little bit of a long shot, that one, so... Right. Bong, bong, bong. Fine, right, well... Yeah, what were you thinking?
Slay them.
What was that, eh? I'll take the money just because I need it. Can I reach you as well? Yes, I can.
Strike out.
Oh well. Emma scores 2. What did she? What trait did she get? Traits gained. Hunted down. Missile resistance and missile strength. Well, that's gonna... It's gonna come in useful. Right. That's for being a rebellion. Suck it up. I wonder if we can take... It is under siege. I don't know who by. It looks like Skaven. Is there a garrison? There is. I mean, they might get their ass kicked. You never know. If they do, we can swoop in. Meanwhile, oh no, goes. Has it got? Okay, yeah, no, you can go and grab that one. That's fine. We've got an enemy army heading towards Kappelberg. Not this time, mother. Oh, it's Volkmar. Oh, he's got a bloody steam tank. I mean, we can probably kill that. I have seen steam tanks like wipe out Blood Knights before, though, so, you know. Who's going to win?
I am ready.
A regiment of ancient vampire knights or one steamy boy. Guess what? It's a steamy boy. Oh, you come back here, you little shit. Oh, don't you dare. Oh, you fucker.
The world will be mine.
He's gone across the fucking river. I can't reach him.
Not possible.
Oh, you absolute... But how many fucking iron breakers have you got?
No.
You've got 3 fucking settlements.
You cannot ask this of
How
me.
can you have that many fucking iron breakers? And you ran across... Oh, that... Ooh.
Impossible.
Ooh, the rage is building.
Who
The
wishes
red
for
mist
vengeance?
descends. Motherfucker. Alright, let's keep... Do you like Chaos Corruption, or are you just immune to it? You have your own corruption? Lack of corruption. But you've got... Oh, you get 16 public order just from your main building. Oh, fun. Oh, that's fun. Isn't that fun? Isn't that... Isn't that fun? Fine. Okay. What I'm slightly worried about is what he could do is jump Thorgrim over here and then hit me with Belagar. Now, I should be able to run away because he'll have to cross the river, but still, that... I feel like that's the kind of dickery that could potentially happen. So, Edmund! I don't know who you are. Oh, you're Money Boy. Oh, in that case, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. At least we're going to have some, you know, nice money buildings here. So that'll bring us in, what, like 700? Which is like another unit of Blood Knights. So that's good. It's good. And, yeah, okay, we could have 3 Zombles, but to be honest, it's not really going to help us very much. None of this is going to help us. I mean, I guess attrition. I do like my Hex Wraiths on campaign movement range could be quite useful. So let's get Incantations of Usheron. I guess we could get a Wretched Farmstead. Could just have a normal one, but, you know, theme and all that.
I, Vlad von Carstein, welcome thee.
Hello. Yes, I will take your defensive alliance. That way, when Marathi declares war on me, at least I won't be alone. Okay, can we reach... I don't think we can reach him. I think he's out of range. Oh, we might... But then he can just run away again.
I will alone. Never.
So we can do that, and we can do that. And he'll just, like, run off again.
My path.
And probably dash off
Better be important.
back up to Red Eye Mountain. See, that... I don't think armies should be allowed to retreat across rivers. I think if they're stuck up against the river, it should be they're fucked. Because the number of times I've had the AI use shit like that against me, I forever remember, I think it's over here somewhere, there's like a river. Is it this one? No, it's down here. Here. I had an army, and the AI hadn't, and I was trying to finish them off. And I attacked them, they retreated across the river, I couldn't chase them. So I crossed the river, attacked them, they then retreated back across the river, and basically I did that for 3 turns, just chased them back and forth across the river, and then constantly just moved and it was so annoying that I actually cancelled that. I quit that campaign because I was getting so angry about the fact that the AI was just being such a prick. Now, my guess is they've probably taken that. There's no way I can tell. They did have 3 armies there, and they now have 2, which suggests that that is the case. I don't... Even Isabella, I'm kind of like, I don't really like the idea of taking on a stack and a garrison of elves. Although, having said
Lady
that,
of Athel Lauren.
they don't actually have that many missile
Lady
units.
Of the Azray.
So we could potentially take that.
Ghost. Let there be blood.
Really shouldn't have been that close. They've got 4 infantry, 2 missile, and a general. I've got an entire stack, and... Okay. Okay, yeah, this is a decrease on the amount of
My
whinging
puppets dance.
that I was usually doing in this campaign. So let's get Summon a White King. Sure. That's something, right? We'll get that.
World domination.
I'm gonna try a ambush and see if that will work. I don't know where Volkmar's off to. He is taking a lot of attrition damage. This has enraged me. We'll get lightning reflexes for Emma.
I thirst.
Sure. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take Salzamund, I think. Or shall I... You know what? I'm going to... I don't want it, though. It's all magical forest and shit. Fuck it. We'll take Salzamund instead, simply because
Expand Sylvania's borders.
I really hate fighting Wood Elves.
Dance macabre.
They're just the worst.
Join me.
Might take a couple turns to get up there, but at least we've taken Brass Keep. So that is another... How many provinces have we got now? 10. So, okay, we only need 5 more, which isn't too bad. The main problem is the victory cities. We've currently got 2. I mean, we could potentially take Kislev and Hellpit. Maybe. And then we've got maybe if we can get...
Fair winds and fairer tides.
If we can get you on
Thanks
side,
to Manan.
even though it is now
Now,
dropping.
what to barter?
Military alliance?
Want to slit throat?
No. I want your 2 cities. That's what I want. That's what I really want. That and more money. That's the two. You know, the 2 things that I would actually quite like are those 2 things. I guess we'll get defences there. And the thing. Meh. Fine. When are they going to do something about the Empire?
On death ascendant.
No one thinks it's fun
Follow me.
to fight. Like, it's fun to play with, sure.
Yours
But
is
to actually
the power
fight,
I
it's
follow.
just endlessly frustrating. Oh, actually, Isabella can reach that.
Yes.
And take it. Loot and occupy. Good. So got the defences there. We can rebuild that. You are a problem.
Darkness comes. The dead approve.
I'm just gonna... You know what? I think we can take you.
I cannot.
Spread the rot.
I have to believe that we can take you.
Lord of the dead.
There's got to be rats there, right?
All hail horned rat. Grey harbinger of doom.
Yeah, okay, there's definitely rats there. There's definitely rats there.
Who wishes the red kiss? Yes, my lord.
Okay, we're going to take Norden.
I'll ignore.
They might have a stack of spears there, but that's not going to do anything for them. Need to take Dieter Shafton as well. We'll deal with that.
The von Carstein.
Yeah. Okay. Guess you're going to have to go and retake that.
My bloodline calls.
Which is
Vlad von Carstein.
very irritating.
Time.
That I spent so many turns chasing that fucking army around, only to have it burn down one of my settlements and then run away.
Helman goes.
Yes, I know who you are. Let's go with anything that's going to give me more money. I mean, at least our income has gone up a bit, which is that's a bit of a win. That is a bit of a win. I mean, we could potentially even get that next turn. That's not a 350. So
Yes, my sire.
that's going to help a little bit. But I'm still, like, woefully... It's almost like you need 2 armies for every one you fight with as the undead. And the major issue with that, of course, is that
Corpse must.
logistics kind of make that very,
I will not.
very hard to do. Because, of course, every single army you get increases your upkeep. Which means, yeah, if you have just stacks of skeletons, it probably works okay. But as soon as you want actual decent units, they get prohibitively expensive as soon as you start recruiting multiple armies. Let's go with more campaign movement range, because you can never go wrong with that. And over here, I'm going to get more tax rates. Do we have tax rate over here? Yes, we do. Okay, good. Tax rate here? No, because they burned down our settlement, the massive bastards. I'm going to get tax rate here. Basically, we're going to go tax rate everywhere we can. Yeah, like tax rate here. Anything to give me a little bit more money. Okay, so Ossen is confederated. It's not a huge surprise.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
So we could take Norden, but we now have an army. We can't reach you, but we can potentially ambush you. So we'll do that. I mean, there are a lot of agents. There's so many fucking agents around.
Kill! Time to die!
Okay, we can take you.
Die! Darkness comes.
That's something. Also gives us some more money, so that's nice. And it also means I can grab... no, because that is a different province. That's Wolfenburg's province. Yep. Although, we could actually get one there, couldn't we? Couldn't we? Get rid of that.
I am ready.
Okay, can we double team...
Master of the dead.
If I attack you there, you just run away across the river? Yeah. To a point where I couldn't even reach him within 2 turns.
Onwards.
Which, frankly, is bullshit.
Corpse master. I go.
And, oh, now let me guess. Now you're in range of Capel. It's like you've done a fucking loop. And now you're going to head right back to Capelberg and sack it and burn it to the ground again. Calm Blue Ocean. Calm Blue Ocean. Calm Blue Ocean. Oh god, there's so many fucking dwarves. There's so many fucking dwarves. Okay, I mean, we have made some headway. We're 4 provinces away. I mean, the Empire's basically dead at this point. They've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces left, which is basically nothing. I mean, having said that, we've had them lower than that. They've now managed to confederate their way back up to 4. So there is that. And now we just need 6 more victory settlements, which is going to be the really tricky bit, because imagine a lot of those are in the control of factions that are a lot stronger than we are. So there's 2 polls for next time. The first poll is, should I really continue with this? I'm going to be honest, I'm not enjoying this anymore. I don't know if you're enjoying watching it. Maybe you like watching me suffer. I've heard it is true. But ultimately, I think the vampires are just a bit shit. I know if you really like vampires, you know, you love the sparkles, that might be upsetting to you. But I think as a faction in Total War Warhammer, they're just fucking garbage. Their economy's shit, and their units are trash, and basically I really hate fighting the Empire, and that's what all I've been doing. I've just been fighting. Have I been fighting anyone else? I guess I've fought the dwarves on and off, but it has been mostly the Empire, hasn't it? I've literally just been hacking my way across the Empire for 141 turns, and they're still not fucking dead, because there's so many profit. Why do they keep adding like settlements to the Empire? I've never quite understood. I feel like they're trying to add settlements to, like, maybe add new factions in to create some sort of, like, to try and, like, offset the strength of the Empire somehow. But all they manage to do time and time again is give the Empire more settlements. And what that means is they have a bigger economy, they have more armies, and they're more fucking relentless. Especially because, like, they seem to like, the Skaven factions they added around here, they're all passive, so they don't do anything. They just sit around and wait to be conquered by the Empire to provide them with more fucking economy. Which is just bonkers to me. But they just keep seeing, I mean, at least they've added some new, you know, new settlements or new provinces over here now. It's interesting. Are they, I mean, you know, the map does come over here. Are we going to see Chaos? Because Chaos Doors would be around here, wouldn't they? Because they're sort of like around about here. The Chaos Doors. And the, well, I guess the Ogre's around there as well, aren't they? I guess, is this sort of the, it's hard to tell because the map's kind of like weirdly squished. Because on the actual map, the Dragon Isles would probably be more over here, would be my opinion. I feel like this area is a bit more squashed than it should be. Like, the Empire seems to be massive for no particular reason. Then, Nagaroth is, again, very squished. Ulthuan is tiny compared to what it should be. The Empire is fucking huge. I guess because they started there, but I don't understand, like, why they didn't take the Mortal Empires map and just went, okay, let's just squish the Empire down a little. Let's just, if we're going to squish everything down, let's make Nagaroth a little bit bigger, the Empire a little bit smaller, maybe Bretonnia a little bit bigger as well, because Bretonia's got so many provinces which are just 2 settlements. And yet the Empire's got, like, several 4 ones. Like, the Reichland's 4. Talabecland's 4. Midland's 4 as well, isn't it? There's not a huge number of, like, 4 province settlements in the game, and yet the Empire seems to have the majority of them. Which is just fucking bonkers. Anyway, okay, the polls. So, should I continue this campaign? I mean, if you really want me to, I will, and you can watch me suffer for the next 30 episodes as I gradually lose my grip on sanity. Otherwise, you know, we'll maybe do another poll to pick something good to play. In the meantime, also we've also got a bloodline available, so we could go for the Lemian. That's going to give us 8% vigor loss reduction. You know, that's a game changer. This one will give us public order plus 5, maybe. This one's going to give us unit experience plus 100. For all armies, should be quite good. Or we could save it for the Strigoi, which is going to give us a public order minus 60% penalty to presence or lack of corruption. So there we go. So should we go for Lemian, Von Carstein, Blood Dragon, or save for Strigoi? And that's where we'll leave it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.